That's footsteps coming from above. There's nothing above us.
Catch me howling at the moon.
So we're at Bobby Mackey's right now, and we wanted to find where the well lets out. The well goes into the sewer or drainage. My bad, it's the drainage lets out into the river right over there. You can actually see it through the trees.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Over there.
That one.
I'd like to find it. Is there a pathway down there? You think? Ghost Hunters did it pretty easily. I mean, they made it look like it was easy.
You got an extra change of clothes?
No.
The mob used to actually own this building back in the early 1900s, like all the way into the 50s, even in the 60s. And so I think a lot of that activity, because they were violent people, I think a lot of that violent activity kind of condensed or compared to like you guys have probably heard the stories of Johanna, who was the young lady who committed suicide. You've probably heard the story of the young lady who was decapitated. So I think all of that combined together, plus people from all over the world of different religious backgrounds, different beliefs and spiritual beliefs, conjure up a lot of stuff as well. So I just think all of that combined is what gives this place it's kind of negative energy and vibes that it's kind of weird. But a lot of times you'll actually see what looks like a head kind of peeking over the bar, or you'll see a head peeking around the corners. You'll get a lot of shadow activity going back here into the men's restroom. Probably heard Zach yell, "Dude, stop running."
Yeah.
This is where they were at. So Nick, and of course you're welcome to go back there.
No, it wasn't even that. No.
Oh my! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Run.
Stop running!
Go ahead, do it again.
Do not run from this. We're not running from you.
Do it.
As Nick was experiencing, the knocking noises, and he was hearing these growls, and just really felt like something was trying to attach to him. We do get a lot of that. There's a lot of shadow activity in and out of here. And a lot of times I think what this might be like residual type energy. Back in the casino days, this part of the bar was actually offices for the bosses who owned the club. So I think just, again, that there's that residual energy from that, because not only do we get the shadows in and out back here, but we'll hear footsteps walking back and forth in this direction. Plus you'll hear men's voices. Plain as day, you can hear multiple male voices. It sounds like you're having a conversation. Can't really tell, make out words, but you can definitely hear those voices. Now the bartender and the waitresses, they do experience things, because of course they're not drinking, while they're working. And they're sometimes here too whenever the bar's closed. After the bar's closed, they're closing up, cleaning up for the night. They'll see things and they'll hear things, especially Bobby's wife, Denise. She'll come here sometimes during the week, during the day for deliveries, things like that. And she'll see some pretty weird things. In fact, right there in front of the restrooms, she has encountered several times what she described as a tall, thin figure. She's, again, very thin. And it would appear, she described him as being a male and wearing a suit. She could actually tell the color of his suit, and she said it looked like it was mustardy yellow, and appears there in front of the restrooms, and it'll make its way down towards the end of the bar, and then it just disappears. And for the longest time, she was the only person to, encounter this figure. And probably about a couple of years ago, Laura, who I think you guys may have talked to schedule your investigation tonight, she actually saw a very tall figure over by the dance floor, by the stage, and we're thinking that could possibly be the same figure that Denise has been encountering. This is actually the area that Carl had his exorcism performed. Have you had a chance to see that video at all?
I've seen it.
You have seen it?
Yeah.
So Carl was really, he was a very nice guy. He was more of a loner type, very quiet, very shy, wasn't obnoxious and, violent or anything like that. But during these episodes, he would become very violent and obnoxious, and he would, curse and scream, and quite honestly, the voice, his physical voice, would change, and he would call himself Charlie.
No, well, no, you won't. I'll settle down. No, you're gonna leave. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. I ain't going nowhere. Yes, you are. Stop, Carl. Carl! Come on. Now leave him alone. Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. Charlie. Everybody! Leave him, Charlie. Everybody! Leave him, Charlie. He's fine! Leave him, Charlie. He's fine, man of God. Leave him. We've been here for 1,000 years. Leave him. I'm gonna stay here. I don't care. You bet Carl's worth this whole town. Leave him. Do you bet?
And it was just the most bizarre thing. And this just gradually increased over the years, the longer that he lived upstairs. And to the point finally, you know, where we, you know, thought it was a good idea. Look, you know, Carl, we're going to have to do something. We've got to, you know, get some help for you. And so that was actually done up here. And after, you know, after this exorcism, he did seem to kind of calm down a little bit. Things got a little bit quieter. And then, I don't know, maybe a year or so after, it started to build back up again. So things started to increase, and actually it got worse for him. With these doors that are right here on each side of the bar, we get a lot of shadow activity in those areas.
The exit doors or the open door back here?
The open, you see on each side, on left and right of the dance floor or the stage here, those are doors that go back behind stage. So that's not an entrance way to outside or anything like that. It's just storage for, you know, equipment and things like that. We'll get a lot of shadow activity coming in and out of those doors. And in fact, the tall figure that I was telling you about earlier that Laura encountered actually very quickly disappeared into that right doorway right there. We've had a lot of activity over there recently as well. Shadow activity, you'll hear knocking noises. It sounds like...
While she was talking to her,
Yeah, I just heard
kept
something.
looking over in that direction.
you heard something.
Just now.
No,
I
it just something was making me look over.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure what it is. It's just this has been, you know, very recently we've started getting a lot of activity over there. So, but again, just, you know, kind of look out over the bar, and then you'll start to see, you know, things moving out of the corner of your eye very quickly. The shadows, you'll hear footsteps and things like that. But there were actually two fatal stabbings in the men's restroom. And again, that was in this area. And I point that out because quite often we'll hear, again, what sounds like male voices. I heard something right back over there. I don't know if you guys heard anything, but...
I heard something.
Like a clicking noise?
Yeah.
I heard something fall, it sounded like.
Yeah, I don't know if it was very weird. But yeah, so you'll hear male voices in this area. In fact, Bobby, who says he doesn't believe this stuff, right? He's said for years he's never had anything happen, doesn't believe in all of this garbage. But yet, it's probably been, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, we were here, my group and I, we were doing an interview with Bobby, and of course we were recording, you know, video and audio. And he stops in the middle of his interview, and he says, "Did you guys bring anybody here with you? I'm hearing, you know, somebody's talking. Is there somebody here with you?" And we're like, "No, we're the only people here that we've brought here tonight." He clearly heard these voices. And you can check on our YouTube channel. We have this posted on our YouTube channel, our interview, and you can hear the voices come over the audio, and Bobby stops and he listens, and so he hears it sometimes. But I don't know. He just doesn't. I don't know. He's so skeptical even when he does experience something. But I thought it was pretty significant that happened in this area. So this is Bobby's green room. He'll come in here to take a break because he still performs every Friday and Saturday night. So he'll come in here, take a break, hang out with friends, have a few drinks and stuff like that. This actually used to be the cashier's box of the casino. which is, of course, you'll see the window here where people would cash in their winnings. This thing is probably at least 120 years old. You're more than welcome to try to open it just to get an idea of how heavy this piece of antique. It's pretty cool. But the first
that is pretty heavy.
Isn't it? Yeah. Equipment's going to go off quite a bit from here if you're using like K2 meters and stuff like that because of all the equipment there. As you can tell, no one has lived here for a long time. When Carl moved out, he moved out probably, I guess, mid-90s. So it's
been vacant since then.
It's been, yeah. And there was actually a fire in the ceiling, so you can see where there's been a lot of damage. So really nothing has been done to the apartment since he left. And you know, one of the claims that Carl had here was that one night he was taking a bath. There was no shower, so he's taking a bath, and he would swear that there were hands that grabbed his shoulders and was trying to push him under water. Which is very similar to Bobby's first wife, Janet, who has since passed away. Very similar to an encounter that she had with one of the, right behind us is a little kitchenette and there's a sink there. Mm-hmm. She encountered something very similar where she said something pulled her arms as she was doing dishes and was like pulling her down towards, you know, the sink. I don't like to contaminate people's evidence, so. Now, you have to remember, again, when the mob purchased this property, which was back in the early 1900s, really the only thing that was on the property at the time was the old slaughterhouse, or what we think was the old slaughterhouse. And that's this wooden structure right here. Observing. So here is the old well. And you can move chairs around too. If you don't have to keep that there. It looks like someone last night must have put it there. Can we step on this? Yeah, it's safe. So that's the old well. Of course, it has been filled in with dirt. People were actually trying to get into the building through the tunnel system, so they had to fill it in. This is the hallway back to the men's restroom, and then that is where the trapdoor would have been. The stories with that trapdoor, you know, again, the mob, they were violent people, and you know, any way that they can make a dollar, right? So they were, you know, loan sharks, and you know, loan out money with interest, and when people didn't pay up or they were caught cheating or stealing from the club during the casino hours, they were brought down here to be dealt with. So they had guys that would work down here. They would bring these people down through the trapdoor, and then they would put them right in here. So this is an actual cell. There would have been metal bars here. And you can still see a lot of the, you can still see the old hinges here from, you know, all of the, you know, the bars and things like that. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll let you guys get started. I'll go upstairs and grab my stuff. And then I'll leave the basement unlocked, and I'll leave the upstairs unlocked, and you guys can have at it, get started. And if you need me, just kind of knock on my window in my car.
Cool. Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Turn it off.
Wait a minute.
Turn it on. It's gotta be black.
No, it's the ladies. No. Here, that's all for. She showed me what those are. That's all for the bathrooms.
What is that?
It's the light to go dark. Ready?
Go dark. Go
Ready?
dark. Yeah.
So back here, she's talking about the pull ball moving.
Yeah.
Rather than just now getting activity on it. So I'm gonna take the pull ball and I'm gonna move it on a certain part of the table. We'll go around and do our thing for a little while, and I'm gonna come back and see if it's moved.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna take the cue ball. I'm gonna put it right here. And we'll see if it moves in a little while.
Put the cue stick up against it?
Sure.
Just for reference.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just put it on there.
You want to go in the corner over there? It's behind you.
Yeah, Josh is back there. Yeah, him.
It's coming from over there.
Did you feel the floor shake?
That was weird.
Do you feel the floor shake?
I didn't feel the floor shake, no.
Yeah, it shook like it was like, you know how when the earthquake happens, it moved my feet.
I don't know if I'll catch that on camera or not, but
What?
whenever I'm talking to Cameron,
Oh.
I don't know if I caught that. I probably did. That was pretty loud. It just felt like a bunch of tapping and then it just stopped. Over in that corner. It actually didn't sound like it was in that corner. It sounded like it was like above, upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
too.
I don't think there was an upstairs.
No.
It was downstairs on like some tapping on the ceiling.
That to me honestly sounded like wind outside.
We're back here in what's been called the creepy corner. Earlier in the tour, the lady explained that there was a priest back here who got really, really sick. So I don't know if there was a demonic presence or what. But if we're lucky, maybe we'll feel the same thing or get a reaction. If there's any mean spirits back here, you want to tell me something, go ahead. Love to hear it. Love to talk to you. If there's anybody back here, can you throw something? Tap on something, let me know you're here. Whatever you want to do, you ain't gonna scare me. As much as you want or as little as you want.
Alright, right now we're going to up to where Carl lived in the 90s.
Oh, what the hell?
What?
I felt a pain right here.
As we're going up.
Yeah.
Let me go first.
Nah.
Get a video. All right, we are up in Carl's apartment where he lived for years and suffered demonic oppression. I just heard something.
What did you hear?
Some scrape over here. Did you possess Carl? Is your name Charlie? Charlie? Make a noise, Charlie. Was that the...
That coming from over there?
Was that the drapes or no? I don't even know. That just gave me the chills because that was like right on cue.
Yeah. I hear something over there. Yeah, I'll walk over there. Ooh, I don't like this floor, it's so uneven. Feels like it's gonna fall. What was his name again? Charlie?
Charlie is what he kept calling himself. And I don't think you heard, but Cameron made a really good point. So he said this was a biker bar, right?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what he said because it's, you know, out of my interest range, but he was talking about how outlaws back in the day had something on them that they would call Charlie, and they would joke about Charlie in the third person. So his idea was maybe when he was calling himself Charlie and talking about Charlie in the third person,
Yeah.
is it might have been the spirit of a biker that used to do that.
Hey, you never know.
That's a very good theory. I've never heard that. It makes sense.
And we're walking out onto the dance floor now. There's a stage. We just heard a popping noise right over here in this section where we were told we get a lot of female voices. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Definitely just heard a popping sound. Hang tight here for a second.
Kyle and Josh up in Carl's apartment.
That beeping is getting on my last nerve.
Yeah. Forgot to mention that. It's actually mentioned in the interviews. I didn't say anything, but that beeping is part of the security system. Who's up here? Who was tormenting Carl? That noise is getting me the creeps. Why does that only happen when I start talking?
Because he don't like you.
Shut that door over there.
Just get
That closet door, slam it. Slam that shut. Make a bang. Punch something. What? That's footsteps coming from above, but there's nothing above us. Oh my God. We heard 2 footsteps coming from above. Is that you walking around up there? Stomp.
What started the fire in here?
Stomp. I thought you were more powerful than that. Why are you above us? Come down here. I just want to point out we are huddled together like 2 grown man babies.
Now we're in complete darkness except for the night vision.
But I'm not even looking at the screen now. You want to come at us? Come at us.
Dude.
Come on!
Is there any spirits back here that want to tell me anything? Well, I mean, I don't think it's here anymore. But, yeah, I'd say it's probably right here. Down in the basement, there's a stairway that leads up to the ceiling with just no access point. But we were told that back in the mob era, it was a trap door where they would escort people down into the basement to get dealt with. People who owed debts or who got caught stealing, so forth and so on.
Right here where the crack is. All this.
Could have been. Right around here somewhere.
What? What was that?
I know. Came from over that direction. It didn't sound like the pool ball. It just sounded like something just...
I don't know what that was. Was that you making a noise? You want to do it again? Well, you're making little noises. I need a big noise. Where are you going? He thinks he's seen something. What'd you see? Jesus Christ! What? Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah. I just wanted. I seen the switch. I wanted to push it to see what.
I hate you so much.
Just so hard.
I just did. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you back. I always do.
Oh, now I got heartburn really bad.
Turn on the trash compactor. Jesus Christ. Why is there a trash compactor in here?
No, that was the bull.
Oh, that was the bull?
Yeah, that was the thing
I'd have
for
been
the
even
bull.
scared if I was looking at the bull and it started moving. Oh, we need to be quiet. I don't want to mess up them upstairs. They probably wonder why I'm streaming down here.
The bull's missing the eye.
What'd you find?
A ticket? Like tickets and then
No.
bingo?
They said there's supposed to be a lot of negative energy that comes out of this closet. Whatever that means. Let's sit here in this chair. See if we can't see anything or hear anything. Come in here and sit in the quiet with me and see if we can't hear anything. If there's any spirits up here, you want to tell us something, make a noise, bang on something, slam a door, anything.
Right, me and Josh are gonna check out the bathroom. I've heard of a lot of stories in here. You really don't want to turn that corner. Is there a man in here? Make a noise. Bang something.
Is this where the truck door was?
Bang something. Making me mad now.
If there's a spirit in here that went through the body chute, let thyself be known.
Bang something.
Where's this trap door at?
There's a trap door in here?
That's why it's supposed to be haunted. They said the trap door was in here, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
What's that? Right there.
Lily changed it.
Yeah, they must have. Is the wind? It's the wind, Kyle.
I don't care what it is. That's just weird. It's like somebody's just tapping the door. You can even see it moving.
I know. It's because it's loose. Recording?
Yep.
Have fun. Okay, let's go.
You going down under?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. It's me by myself, and I'm headed down in the basement of Bobby Mackey's, where the gates of hell portal hole things down there, and a few other creepy things. Let's see if I catch anything. Here we go. Push it open. Okay. What was that? Okay, I'm gonna pull my mask down because I can't breathe. My eyes getting all steamy. Okay. This is Josh down in the basement. I'm keeping the door open so I can run out of here quick if I have to. It smells like dust down here. This is the workroom of the original owner. The lady said there's like energy in this room. This used to be his old workroom. We're in the basement, just walking around the basement. God, the dust is so strong down here. Man, really strong dusty smell. Now we're coming up on the dressing rooms. Is that the dressing room? I don't know what that room is. Should be a light switch. There we go. Okay, stop it, Josh. Just freaking yourself out. Okay, now here's the next. Damn, you gotta step up in these things, don't you? Ugh. Oh yeah, that's safe. Why is this one red? Here's another dressing room. Okay, step back down. Oh, my back is so stiff. That's just Colin and walking upstairs. Yeah, that's just them upstairs walking around. That's creepy. There used to be stairs going up there, but they collapsed and took them out a long time ago. Okay, here's one room. They said there's some energies and stuff in here. Here's the bullet holes in the door. Look at that. She said there was some energy up in this room. Things that happened in this room, I think. What was this room? Okay, I'm gonna leave the camera sitting in here running and see if any of these objects or anything moving here. Move this ball. Keep the ball right there. Stop. Do you see the ball? Right? Okay. Turn this light off. Leave it running. Turn my camera on. Okay, this room's done. Okay, now we're going. Now here's the infamous gates to hell pit thingy. Battery's low, so I gotta hurry this up. And there's the stairs to nowhere. Okay, battery is almost dead, so I'm in here. I'm gonna sit here in the room. Jail cell. There any spirits in here that want to speak? Did anyone die in here? Oh, that was my camera. Scared to help me. Johanna, are you down here? Any ghosts of the mobsters? No? Is there anything in here with us?
Oh! Why you do that?
You did it to me upstairs.
Oh! Oh! Why you do that?
You did it to me upstairs.
That's why my back's hurting.
Baby back. That's what you get. That's what you get. Oh, wow.
Kick you in the nuts.
That's what you
Okay, since you're down here and this battery's almost done, let's go in here, me and you in this room.
Oh my god. Right.
Here, you get to sit in the crappy chair.
Told you I'd get you back.
I don't know where to put this.
Are you recording?
Yep, it's been recording.
Alright, let's get back to business.
See, it's almost out of battery
I
power.
got a battery charging upstairs.
Now, I did leave it sitting in that other room with the toys and stuff by itself while I went into videotaped on my camera.
Why'd you turn the lights on?
So I can use this camera. And so it's not as scary. because my mind wanders enough. As you already know, you scare me every time.
That's just payback.
Man, my head hurts though.
Go back to that portal. Go back to the portal and tell. Did they find the woman's head in the well?
No, she was decapitated.
They could never find her head, remember? In the video?
That's right.
She was decapitated, and the hounds led from her body back to here, and they went to the well. So the belief is they threw the head down the well, and it washed into the Licking River.
You know, I figured with the murders happening down here, killing animals and all that shit in the stairway.
I'll tell you
figured
what.
there'd be some spirits down here.
Do you want to try to stay down here?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I want the spirit box.
I'm saying we can go get the spirit box, and you want to stay down here with this camera for about 10 minutes.
I don't
They're
care.
more likely to come talk to you here by yourself. If you're up for it.
I don't care.
You want to sit back in that room?
I don't know. I might go up there with you because I'm going to get my drink.
Uh-huh.
I'll stay. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, but I really was going to get my drink unless you can bring it back down.
It's up to you. I'll get your drink.
I want a big ass raccoon to come get me out of the
I was
raft.
going to switch cameras. Do that. I'm going to get the spirit box and come back down. You want to do it?
Sure, go ahead. Alrighty. Come on now, it's just me down here. Tell me something. A good majority of my life, the mob and the mob lifestyle has intrigued me, piqued my curiosity. I love it. I live for that. I love anything mob related. It's just, to me, it's cool. If there's any spirits from any old mobsters, old gangsters, anything like that, if he was somehow, some way tied to what happened to this building, or what happened in this building, sorry, let me know. Holler at me. Growl. Something. Sure, a lot of stuff went on down here. I can only imagine. I think it's cool. You're not gonna tell me? Is it the code of silence? Is it omerta? You're not gonna tell me? Can't tell me what happened down here? What happened in that room? Tell me about the murders. What about you, Carl? Are you down here? You got a workshop down here, right? Tell me what you used to work on. What you used to build down here. If you're down here, Carl, make a noise. Let me hear you.
basement right now. Spirit box.
Come on, I hear you. Get my talk. Say something in there. Let me know you're here. If anybody's in here and wants to tell me something, go ahead. I'm listening. Carl, if you're down here, let me know.
What?
Come on. What was that? You tried to say something. Tell me your name. Tell me your name.
I think I'm hearing somebody yell. It's not the spirit box.
That's what I heard when we turned it on.
What do you mean?
Like I hear
Like over the box.
like somebody down that way or up there or I don't even know.
If anybody's down there, holler. Let me hear you.
What?
I can hear you. Do you want me to go to the
I'm telling
well?
you, I hear yelling over that thing. Turn it off.
Do you want me to go to the well?
The cell.
Do you want me to go sit in the cell? Which dressing room you in?
Go in the one with the roses. Turn the light on.
Which one was it?
The third one over. This one.
Which dressing room you want me to go in?
Right here. She didn't like that.
So you're not leaving out the room.
Do you want us to stay or do you want us to go?
See, there's 2 knocks.
Huh?
2 knocks. Okay.
That's definitely a woman. Come on, talk to me.
What's your name? I want to talk to you.